It's time for a Magicbricks Now special. Then all the money in the world cannot buy you clean air to breathe. The problem that citizens of our major metros are only too familiar with, and the problem only worsens with the winter smog. It's part 4 of our special series Breathless in India, and today we tell you about New Delhi. Before we talk about the capital city, let's do a quick recap of how Mumbai, Pune and Bengaluru have fared. Take a look.
In Mumbai, the high presence of solid particles in the air has led to an increase in pollution. The main culprit here is infrastructure and building construction. While the standard level of air pollution is 100 micrograms per cubic meter, in Mumbai it is 535 micrograms per cubic meter, 5 times more than the permissible limit. The most polluted areas in the city include Ambedkar Road in Parel, Chembur, Vadala, Kurla, Thane, Vasai and Virar. In Pune as well, the high presence of solid particles in the air has led to an increase in pollution. The main culprit here is vehicular emission. While the standard level of air pollution is 100 micrograms per cubic meter, in Pune it is over 200 micrograms per cubic meter, twice the permissible limit. The most polluted areas in the city include Hadapsar, Shivaji Nagar, Lohgaon and Kathraj. Finally, in Bengaluru, the high presence of respirable suspended particulate matter, or RSPM, has led to an increase in pollution. The main culprit is vehicular emission as well. While the standard level of air pollution is 100 micrograms per cubic meter, in Bengaluru, it is 500 micrograms per cubic meter, 5 times more than the permissible limit. The most polluted areas in the city include Whitefield, Hosur Road and Peenya Junction.
It is India's first and foremost capital city, and New Delhi also tops the list of the most polluted cities in the country. The major cause, vehicular emission. Add to this rapidly depleting green cover and you have the perfect grounds for pollution to increase. My colleague Deepa Rana sent us this ground report on the situation in Delhi. Take a look.
Spread over 1400 square kilometers, Delhi is landlocked. According to official reports, the level of pollution, air pollution in Delhi has risen, and it's nearly 6 times more the particulate matter present in the air than ever before. The major areas in Delhi which are identified to be most polluted include Ghazipur, Dwarka, Janakpuri, ITO, civil lines and more. And there are a lot of factors that are leading to the air pollution in Delhi. The prime factor leading to the air pollution in Delhi is vehicular emissions. There are about 2.5 million private vehicles that are there in Delhi, which is more than Mumbai and Bangalore put together. The other factors that are leading to the air pollution in vehicular emission is the number of diesel vehicles that are still present in Delhi, which continuously add to more air pollution. Also, a depletion of green cover, which has recently happened in the last few years. There have been about 1 lakh trees that have been felled in Delhi, and because of which the green cover has died down, the air pollution and dust in the air has increased. There has been city-wide sweeping that is happening every day, which is unmonitored. There is burning of biomass that happens. There is open burning of biomass. There is open throwing of, dumping of garbage that happens. All of these put together are contributing to the air pollution in Delhi. And with the winter season approaching, we can only imagine the situation to get more worse, as the cool air is going to stagnate over the city and the pollutants are going to stick to the ground.
All right, then time now to get in an expert perspective on this issue. I have Arun K Attri, Professor of Atmospheric Chemistry and Environment Biophysics at JNU, joining me live from New Delhi. Thank you so much for joining us here in the news, Mr. Attri. My first question to you is, what exactly is driving up pollution levels in the city?
So there's no one specific reason which you can assign for the increase in the air pollution in Delhi. For example, you see the automobiles and the consumption of the fossil fuel is the one reason, but that is a small reason compared to, say, the construction activity and the resuspension of the particulate load and the pollutants back into the atmosphere. So, and plus in addition to that, the most of the pollution which is caused in Delhi region arises from the combustion of biomass, which is burnt as a part of the cleaning activity in the morning, and plus the continuous burning of the fossil fuel which is used by the automobiles. So these are the few of the reasons which are responsible for the air pollution in Delhi.
Mr. Attri, those are the reasons, but tell us who, according to you, is responsible for this particular situation?
I think all of us are responsible for that. I mean, responsibility can be assigned because we don't want to, pay the requisite amount for, say, doing an activity. For example, let me, answer this question in a way that to see all of us who are car owners. Now, when we buy a car, we expect that to see the parking space is my right. Okay, whereas it's like saying that in case I buy a air conditioner, it is a responsibility of the government to give me the house. Okay, so that is the comparison I'll make, because we take it for granted that in case my house is there, nobody can park on the space which is outside the perimeter of a house, but that land actually is a public land. And who is paying for that? In case you break down the price of land in Delhi into 8 circle rates, you see to buy a land which is dedicated for my parking of a small car which occupies around 6 square meter, I will have to shell out to say 44 lakhs rupees in order to buy a dedicated space. Now, number of cars which are parked in the public space in Delhi, if I take all of them into account and they are not paying the parking price, then the total quantum of money which comes from the capital which you spend to get the land where this parking can be done is 21,900 crores. This is a calculation which has been done, and this is 50% of the total budget of the annual budget of Delhi state. So this is the quantum of money which we are being subsidized by those people who do not own the car. Okay, so that is, to my mind, also is indirectly responsible for the air pollution, because these cars are going to be increasing in number, and plus you say more cars means slowing down of the traffic flow in Delhi, and that will consume more fuel per square kilometer. So it's an inefficient use of fossil fuel which will also amplify the amount of pollution which goes into the air.
All right, Mr. Attri, that was a very clear explanation as to how and how we're responsible for this. But tell us now at this juncture, what steps that can be taken to reduce the air pollution in the city of New Delhi.
You see, normally what should be done is, whenever you are breaking down a building, for example, in order to replace it with a new construction, in that situation, every stroke of a hammer or whatever mechanism you're using to break down the building, it will generate the dust. Okay, this dust will be fall in 2 categories. One is the finer dust, which comes in the category of respirable dust, and that will possibly cause a lot of harm as far as the health point of view is concerned. So now, normally the rule should be that whenever you are doing the construction activity, you should possibly barricade the perimeter around which the construction is being done. And barricade can be generated by either woodwork, or for example a thick sheet of the clothing, so which does not allow the spreading of this dust to the larger area. And at the same time, you also use the spray of water in order to ensure that this dust which is floating in the suspended in the air, that can settle down faster. So these are the few of the measures which you can take and which can possibly lessen the injection of this fine dust particle into the atmosphere. So that will also assist in lowering down the pollution which is caused by the coarser particulate matter which is in the air.
Professor Arun Attri, thank you so much for joining us here on the news and sharing your perspectives on the air pollution.